Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alia Mashitah binti Faezah and my friend Faezah Hani binti Yusuf going to present about should parents choose their children's career. First of all, we're going to talk about the introduction, which have three parts, which is background study, term of reference, and the procedure. So I'm going to present about the background study. Choosing a career is one of the biggest decisions we will ever make in our life. A child needs a guide in making this kind of decision to prevent them from losing the right path. Parents are one of the many adults that will guide these children on their journey. Parents always want the best for their children, either for education or non-education purpose. It is like a nature for them to behave that way. Thus, parents always intervene in making the decision to choose their children's career because they think that they have better knowledge and understanding compared to the children. The question is, should parents choose their children's career? From a guide to making the final decision, it is such a big gap because if we look at different perspectives, the child may have their own choice rather than following their parents' footsteps. Sometimes, parents do not realize the interest and talent of their own children. But children have dreams and parents need to give them the freedom of choice. Those children need to have the opportunity to choose their own career based on the thing they love. Even there were various fields of study that they need to analyze before making the decision, young people nowadays are more independent and rational. They can simply search for the information online and learn from there.
Next, terms of preference. To conduct a survey and study on the subject, should parents choose their children's career, and to prepare a report as requested by Mr. Salahan bin Abdul Ghaffar, lecturer of class CAP2A for subject English for specific purpose NPU 2223 on 19 November 2020. The report must be submitted on 25th December 2020. Procedure. We had created a series of 25 questions which are circulated to 63 respondents via Google Form on 19 December 2020. Link of the Google Form was sent to the respondents who are from secondary school and university students. They are expected to answer the questions based on their own opinions and perspectives. Findings. These are the results of our survey and our conclusion. First, as a parent, would you choose your children's career? The majority of respondents would refuse to choose their children's career. They want their children to make a decision with their career would like to take. Children should choose their career based on things they love to do. Most of respondents strongly agree parents should let their children to choose their own path and chase dream they want, which they want to do in their future. Next, parents know the best path for their children to take. Almost half of respondents would like to choose literature. This may be because it depends on the parents whether they really know about what their children want to become. So parents should not control their children by make a final decision about their children's career. Next, parents need to give their opinion without pressuring the child. More than half of respondents prefer that parents need to give their opinion without pressuring the child. If parents still want their children to choose career they desire, they should have a talk heart-to-heart with their children and not force them to continue when they still refuse to do so. Parent support is important for their children's growth. 3/4 of respondents strongly agree that parent support is important for their children's growth. Children will become more confident when their parents support what they want to do. Parents should encourage their children and by giving a positive encouragement to them.
Next, from the pie chart, we can see that the number of the respondents who choose neutral and disagree is the same, which is 16 respondents. Only 6 respondents strongly agree that parents should persuade their children to choose a career they desire, while 13 respondents agree with the statement. The remaining 12 respondents strongly disagree that parents should persuade their children to choose a career that they desire. So, we can conclude that um, most of the respondents think that if the child don't want to pursue that career, the parents should not persuade their children to choose that career that they don't want. Next, most of the respondents, who are 38%, strongly believe that children should be given the opportunity to choose their career based on their talents and expertise. Another 18 respondents agree with the statement, and 2 respondents choose to remain neutral. Another 2 respondents disagree with the statement, while the remaining 3 respondents strongly disagree with the statement. So we can conclude that 60.2% of respondents strongly believe that children should be given the opportunity to choose their career based on their talent and expertise. Next, for the statement, I will choose a career that my parents desire even if I don't like it, most of the respondents, who are 30%, disagree that they will choose a career that their parents desire even if they don't like it, and another 60 respondents strongly disagree with the statement. Moreover, 10 respondents choose neutral and only 5 respondents agree with the statement, while the remaining 2 respondents strongly agree with it. So we can see that the number of respondents that agree that they will choose the career that their parents desire even if they don't like it, um, the minimum amount. From the pie chart, we can conclude that the number of respondents who choose disagree is the highest, which is 34.9% of the respondents. Only 4.8 respondents strongly agree that our parents have a deep understanding of what their children want to be, while another 25.4% of the respondents agree with the statement, and 31.7% respondents are neutral. The remaining 3.2% of respondents strongly agree with the statement. So our parents have a deep understanding, depends on the parents itself. Next, our last finding is 69.8% respondents have ambition and their parents support their decision, while another 17.5% of the respondents don't have any ambition yet, but their parents will let them choose their own career. And another 9.5% of the respondents have ambition, but their parents are against it, and 3.2% of the respondents don't have any ambition because their parents will choose their career for them. So we can conclude that most of our respondents' parents are supportive.
Next, recommendations. Recommendation 1. Parents should not make a final decision about their children's career. This will make the children feel stressed because they don't have any chance to choose what they really want to become. Recommendation 2. Children have the right to choose their ambition based on things they love to do. Because children is the one who is struggling with the career in the next 10 years. Recommendation 3. It depends on parents whether they know about what their children want to do in the future. Parents should close enough with their child to know what they really want to do. Recommendation 4. Children should know the pros and cons of each career to decide their future. They should be taught about good and bad things about each career.
For our fifth recommendation, children need their parents' support in order to make one of the biggest decisions in their life. One of the studies shows that children with supportive parents tend to be more successful compared to the children with non-supportive parents. Our sixth recommendation is parents should listen to their children's opinion about whether they love the career or not, because at the end of the journey, the children will be the one who stuck with the career for the rest of their life, so their voice matters the most. Our seventh recommendation is parents should help their children to choose their career by giving any advice or send them to talk about any profession. As we all know, There are many seminars out there that are available to help those children to explore various fields of studies. Our eighth recommendation is children should accept any advice from their parents and think about what it would cost them to their future. We can't push away the fact that parents have more experience and knowledge about life compared to the children, but instead of pressuring the children, the parents can just talk and give them advice. Our nine recommendation and our last recommendation is children should talk with their parents if they refuse to follow the parents' order to continue with the career they do not like. So after all, communication is the key. If the children does not want to follow the parents' footsteps, they need to talk to their parents uh, and persuade them to let them choose their own dream. So that will conclude our presentation. That's all from us. Thank you.